Hey guys, it's Jess here. I am the brand photographer and blogger at Sharuk Studios and the creator of the course, The Brand Photography Method, where I teach entrepreneurs and bloggers like yourself how to style, capture, and edit brand photos all on your own so you can create an amazing brand that attracts your dream clients and audience. I'm so excited here for today's video. If you've already filled out your brand questionnaire, or maybe you haven't, don't worry, you can download one below in the description box for free. It's 19 different questions that I ask all of my clients before working with them. So download that first, answer it, and then once you start planning out the details for your brand photo shoot, you will be ready to figure out what poses and what shots I need to capture to really just communicate the message, the story, what my brand's all about in your photos. So again, like I said, you can attract these amazing clients and create a beautiful brand, super unique and one of a kind to you. So on the day of your photo shoot, it's very handy to have a long list written out of every shot you want to capture and have inspiration ideas too for poses. That way you'd never get stuck. So if any of these ideas stick with you, write them down, go on Pinterest, find examples of these poses, and then you're going to be able to recreate them for your own photo shoot. So I have a list. I'm going to be looking at my phone because I want to make sure I remember them all. But yes, let's get started. So the first one, which I know is super common for all entrepreneurs and bloggers really, because whose business doesn't really involve this, but I always like to get a shot of someone working on their laptop. I find it's just a necessary thing, like part of business, and those photos are so versatile. Like, you can write any sort of caption, use it in any sort of ad. It's just a classic, like, I'm an entrepreneur and I can work from anywhere. I can work from home, from a cafe, on a trip. So that photo is a great shot to capture. Let's see my next one. So the next one I have is your creative process. So this one is gonna look different for everybody's business. So if you are a bakery, your creative process is gonna look very different than if you are a fashion stylist. So for example, if you are a bakery, your creative process is gonna look more like measuring out different ingredients and mixing them in a bowl and pouring batter into pans and decorating your cakes. That is where your creativity comes in. That's where your clients get to see what it is you do day to day, what's going on in your head, like, and to really just understand the whole process and how your products are so unique from other people's. So then again, if you are a fashion stylist, you're not going to be doing all of that. You're not going to showcase that in your photos, obviously. Your creative process might look more like putting together a mood board and pinning different ideas on Pinterest for outfits. It may look like shopping online or in a store and going into fitting rooms and maybe even like working one-on-one with clients if that's something you do. And like, you know, tailoring it to their body and like helping them find the perfect fit and the perfect color combination for their complexion. But your whole creative process is definitely going to look super different. So regardless of whatever your business is, write out the different things that go into your unique process, and I guarantee those are going to make amazing shots to capture in your brand photo shoot. So my third shot/pose idea is writing in a notebook. And again, it's kind of like the laptop one. I find it's one of those shots that's very versatile. Whether you like to journal every morning like I do, or maybe you love to do writing a to-do list by hand, which again is something I really like to do. I don't like to do necessarily electronically. Writing in a notebook is great. Or I don't know, maybe you just have a favorite notebook because a lot of them are super pretty. You can find really fun patterns and colors, and yeah, it just makes a great kind of prop combination, and it's something candid that you could be doing that just adds more interest to a photo than if you were to just sit there and do nothing. So my fourth pose/shot idea is to show you working with a client. So again, this applies if you are a service provider. Obviously, if you make a product or if you're a blogger, you don't really work with clients, but maybe you can do something similar. But I think it's so necessary as a service provider to show what the client experience is like. And you can write about it all day, but clients want to like visually see this shown in a photo so they can just envision themselves working with you. I just think that's such a powerful thing to demonstrate and really shows like the VIP experience that you give someone. So yes, that is definitely a key shot to include. Another pose that I think is so necessary for everyone's brand photo shoot is kind of the more classic headshot. And I don't mean boring, stiff, corporate-y looking headshots. I mean something fun, something relatable, something that really shows your personality and all the unique quirks about yourself. Something just relatable that is gonna make people feel like they want to get to know you and work with you. So it can be maybe some like you're laughing, or again maybe you're like typing on a laptop or writing in a notebook, or even like with a group of people but the focus is on you. I don't know, you really could take this in so many different ways, but I think these photos are again so handy because everybody needs a photo like kind of waist up or more focus on their face, especially for their About Me page, or if they have like staff, like definitely you want to have different close-up photos of your team and who's a part of that. So again, a necessary shot. Okay, the last pose slash shot idea that I have for you guys is kind of an odd one, but I love this when I see other people do it and when I get to do this for clients, but I call it the anonymous pose. So what I mean by the anonymous pose is you don't want every photo to be like straight on of someone's face or them looking and smiling at the camera or whatever. I love it when there's a person in the photo, but you can't always tell like who they are or what they're doing. So the way I achieve this is I will take photos and crop from the lips down so you can't see their eyes and like most of their face. Or sometimes I crop in and you can only see their hands doing something. And why I like this is it adds a lot of variation in photos than if everything were to always be like center and cropped the same way and show the same, you know, face or facial features or whatever. It kind of is just changes it up, but it's not just showing a product on its own, because I think it's way more interesting to have a person in the photos, and that's been proven in marketing that it's actually much more effective to have a person in the photos because customers can then envision themselves in the photo, either working with you, wearing what you're wearing, using the product that you're trying to sell. So having any sort of human element, and you don't have to again show who the person is, that's why I call it the anonymous pose. I just think it's again super unique, a lot more interesting to like kind of change it up, and yeah, it just is another way again to connect more deeply with customers. So yes, I hope you guys found these different pose ideas helpful and you can, you know, incorporate these for your own brand photo shoot. And if you did need more advice, more guidance with planning your photo shoot, I actually have a free brand photography masterclass, completely free. It's kind of like a taste of what my brand photography course is like. And it's 1 hour long. I teach you a bunch of different things. I'm not going to list it all here, but if you are interested in registering, the link is going to be down below. So yes, that's all for today, guys. I can't wait to see all the beautiful photos that you create for your brand, and I'll see you in the next video.